Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Sands of Time. After the rather big fight in the mess hall here, we are stuck with having to find a way out. And even though there's no obvious exit, well, big piles of rubble always show the way.
You know I can't climb like you can.
Yes, just be useless then. I like if you drop down here.
What are you doing?
Just wait!
The prince acts as if screwing up is somehow part of a big master plan he has. Lampooning gameplay is done later on again, and it's quite amusing, I think. Quick side trip for the cloud here. That makes 6 extra sand clouds now, so only 2 more and we'll have another sand tank. Now, even though the camera went around to the left, we have to go to the right and take the long way. Although this does have a bit of a better view. And a couple traps up on this balcony here. This one is quite simple, as is the next sequence. Now here we could try and run between those spike poles, or we can just calmly walk on the spike plates. And now this one here, we have 2 ways of doing it. We can either slowly walk through the spike plates, then run, and then slowly walk again. Or we can just go back the whole thing, and kind of cheat the entire sequence. Out here, and then just lowering it over. I prefer this method, really.
I'm down here.
Yes, that's great, and if it's up to me, you'll stay down there. Okay, I see where this is going. Guess we need Farah after all. You know, I always kind of wonder why you can't just reach into that gap and pull the ladder out manually.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Right, maybe now we can progress up there.
We're above the zoo. We'll need to cross that bridge.
Come on, Farah, get in there.
Now what? Yes, I was just going to suggest that.
Sure you are, Prince.
You did it!
Of course I did. I'm the Prince of Persia. And Farah ran ahead of us again. She never learns, does she? It's quite tempting to just run straight ahead and jump down there since you remember the scaffold, but that'll just lead to a big drop. You need to go around the corner here first. Come on down, Farah. There we go. Now, I just want to drink up a bit, because coming up is another fight. Now, I've been calling a lot of recent fights difficult, and it's true that they get harder fast the moment you get the new sword. Now, this fight here, though, isn't so much difficult as it is mostly annoying. It's pretty cramped spaces, it's lots of enemies, and worst of all, if you're not careful, you'll be forced onto the bridge where the enemies can actually knock you off. So, preferably you'll want to try and keep the fight here, in this little courtyard. And that was pretty terrible of me, but it impressively demonstrates how powerful the attacks of the enemies are getting. Look at my health bar right now. I got hit barely twice, and it took off a good third of my health. So you really don't have a lot of error here, because 3 mistakes and you're dead. Even less if you happen to get knocked down and several enemies hit you before you can get back up. And with that done, time to have a little after-battle drink and partake in another vision. Okay, so in the next segment we will just be doing some jumping and running and climbing, which is fine by me. Honestly, I have no idea what the hell this room could actually be for.
I'll just wait for you here then, shall I?
Yes, you do that, as always. That doesn't do anything. Well, I suppose we'll have to take the complicated route. Let's try this one.
Stop! Pull it again!
Okay. Nope.
I think I see how this works. Try pulling yours now.
Now pull the lever.
And now we get to watch Farah actually climb up there. It's so nice to see her do something for a change.
Here I am. I'll pull the lever.
Okay, you have fun with that, I guess. And of course now the platform goes up and away while we're not on it. Oh well, guess it's the long way around for us again. Now the camera already shows it, but if you absolutely insist on going over here, you will fail. Instead, we'll just jump out that hole there. Not exactly subtle, but that is the third of 4 total attire changes in this game. I suppose the prince thought it would be more careful to rip the entire sleeve off rather than risk it snagging somewhere.
Hang on! I'm pulling mine.
And now we get to ride the platform. Whee! Finally, we can actually reach the other side, which we previously plummeted to our death trying to get to. And And what do you know? There's another lever,
I'm coming.
and it brings out another ladder for Farah to climb up.
If you can fit under this gate, I'll really be impressed.
What the? Where? Oh,
I knew that hole was there. I just wanted to see if you knew.
that was cheating.
Keep running!
That was pretty good advice the prince gave to Farah there, and since I don't want to bother with these either, well, we're gonna take it ourselves.
The switch is broken.
Very funny. Come on, open the gate.
No, I mean it. It's really broken.
Fine.
Alright. You go on down. I'll find another way in.
Try not to take too long.
What the? I warned you about telling me to hurry up.